Seven-time national champion.
Show's over, Keith. It's over. It's over now. It's finished.
The show has just begun, my friend. And you're the first opening act. And you're going to get a big welcoming slap. I promise you,
You're
kid.
looking for tune-up fights.
I promise
you're doing that.
You got dropped. You got dropped 2 fights ago. You got stopped. You got knocked out, kid. I've never been knocked out in a fight against any of the world champions. The greatest amongst the greats.
The time is up. You had your time. You had your one time.
You will not handle 5 rounds. Guaranteed.
It's over.
You're just a child to me,
You had your one time.
You're an amateur.
You're an old man.
You're an amateur.
You're well and truly past it. It's all over.
And just like your daddy, I'm going to give you a good whooping. Just like your I'm going to give you that whooping. How do you say it? Whooping.
Just show up on Australian soil, Keith. I'll feel much better when you get here. You know, I won't worry anymore about you pulling out like you have in the past.
That was one fight. I've pulled out of 2 fights due to 2 injuries. One was a whiplash against Sean Porter, which I gave him the fight and I won. I should have just beat Tim Tszyu one-handed. Y'all saw what happened. It's a big mistake. You mess with the big fish, USA. We run boxing. You don't run boxing. We run boxing. I've been about this life, son. I've been about this life. You already got slapped the first time you tried to meet a champ.
What a fight, worship, but boxing fanatic. I'm back with another one. Got some breaking news. Keith Thurman returned March 12th against Brooke Javier. He's an undefeated fighter. He got 22 fights. He got 20 knockouts and 2 draws. And we all know Keith Thurman accolades. He lost to Manny Pacquiao, and I felt like he could have won that fight. But we're gonna talk about his fight. Keith Thurman returning to the ring March 12th. Y'all stick around. This is something that we're gonna be talking about.
It's showtime!
So, Keith Thurman got a new opponent, and he was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu, but Keith Thurman ended up hurting his bicep, so that fight got pushed to the wayside. Now, Keith Thurman is looking to make a return, which is coming up March 12th. And then 2 weeks before that, we got Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamar Roach. And that's on March 1st, which tailor-made for a good fight. Tank and Lamar Roach been in the ring with each other, 3 times. And Roach already said that Tank already sprayed Raid on him. So basically he beat him. He didn't say that, but he just said Tank beat him all 3 times. But speaking of Keith Thurman, yeah, he put up a good fight against Manny Pacquiao. He's been in the mist. He was trying to fight a lot of the top fighters at 147 at one particular time. He was trying to fight Crawford.
1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Bob Arum tried to penny pitch him. That fight fell to the wayside. Earl Spence wanted to fight Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman said that he got to work his way up. That fight fell to the wayside. Then once Earl Spence became who he was before he faced Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman was calling out Earl Spence after he lost, and that fight fell to the wayside. So now Keith Thurman is looking to try to make, another push at it at 147 pounds with all the other champions, like Boots Ennis, Stanionis, Mario Barrios, which Keith Thurman already beat. And you got Brian Norman there. I still think those belts are there for the taking if Keith Thurman can, do what I think he could do, make another run at it and, be 10 toes down and don't be afraid of, making that push again. I think that he can shake up some leads, but to get back in that competition, he's going to have to take some tune-up fights, at least like 2 or 3 tune-up fights to get back in fight shape, to get back to being Keith Thurman, the one who we once know, one time Keith Thurman, which he's from my hometown. So I like Keith Thurman. I love what Keith Thurman brings to the game, which is a change of pace for most fighters, because Keith Thurman can box, he can bang, and, he got power, he got skills. And that's something that a lot of fighters at 147 pounds don't really have. They just, just in there just to be punching. But Keith Thurman, he set things up. And once Keith Thurman get into that mode of being one time and not run time, yeah, Keith Thurman would be there to put on a spectacular fight. But y'all let me know about that Keith Thurman making his return to fight Brooke Javier. And y'all let me know who y'all think is going to take that fight, all right? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. One love, one life. I'm out. Peace.